Let's get right into it. Number 10. Peeling bananas from the bottom. You've been peeling bananas wrong your whole life, and monkeys have been laughing at you this whole time. You grab the stem, start wrestling with it like you're trying to open a stubborn jar. Sometimes it works, sometimes you end up with a mushy mess and banana bits under your fingernails. Monkeys don't do this. These professional banana eaters actually peel from the bottom. Just pinch the dark tip at the bottom, and the peel splits open perfectly every time. No struggle, no mess, no banana massacre. It's like nature's built-in pull tab, but we've been too busy being smart humans to notice. And it gets better. When you peel from the bottom, those stringy bits, called flowing bundles, stay with the peel instead of hanging off your banana like sad Christmas tinsel. Those strings, by the way, are actually nutrient highways that feed the banana while it's growing, but once the banana is picked, they're about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. We started peeling from the top because that's how bananas are displayed in stores, stem up. We just assumed that's how you're supposed to open them. Meanwhile, monkeys are watching us struggle, and probably thinking we also invented nuclear weapons. Those perfectly yellow, curved bananas we eat today were basically designed by humans. Wild bananas are full of hard seeds and barely have any flesh. We've been cultivating them for thousands of years to get them just right. So we engineered the perfect banana, but can't figure out how to peel it properly. That's like building a spaceship, but forgetting to add a door. Number 9. Using bread to clean up broken glass. You just dropped a glass in your kitchen. Tiny shards everywhere, sparkling like evil little diamonds under your kitchen lights. You grab your vacuum cleaner, feeling pretty smart. Wrong move. Those tiny glass pieces can damage your vacuum's motor and tear up the bag or filter. Grab a slice of bread instead. Just regular old sandwich bread. The softer and squishier, the better. Press that slice of bread onto the area where the glass broke. The bread works like a magnet for those tiny glass shards that you can barely see. Those microscopic pieces that would normally get stuck in your bare feet 3 days later stick right to the bread. The soft, spongy texture acts like hundreds of tiny glass catchers. It's way more effective than a paper towel or even fancy cleaning wipes. Use a broom or dustpan first for the bigger pieces. The bread is for those invisible shards that hide and wait for your bare feet at 3 a.m. Don't toss that glass-filled bread in your kitchen trash. Wrap it in some paper first, or those glass shards might tear through your trash bag. Number 8. Using a hair straightener to iron collars. You've got a job interview in 20 minutes, and your shirt collar looks like it just went through a washing machine mosh pit. The proper thing to do would be to drag out the ironing board, wait for the iron to heat up, and carefully press that collar. But a hair straightener is basically just 2 tiny hot irons that clamp together. It heats up in like 30 seconds, while your regular iron is still contemplating its existence. It actually works better than a regular iron for collars. The clamping action means you're ironing both sides at once. The narrow plates let you get right into those tight corners where wrinkles love to hide. And since it clamps down, you don't need to worry about accidentally creating new wrinkles while trying to fix the old ones. Just make sure your straightener is clean first, unless you want your collar smelling like burnt hair product. This works great for cuffs too, and those annoying little spaces between shirt buttons that regular irons can never quite reach. Number 7. Ripping Band-Aids off fast. Your mom always told you to peel Band-Aids off slowly and gently. Turns out Mom wasn't exactly right on this one. The official instructions on most Band-Aid boxes suggest a slow, gentle peel. They claim it's less traumatic for your skin and reduces the risk of reopening wounds. But that slow peel is psychological torture. It's like watching paint dry, except the paint is stabbing you with tiny needles the whole time. Scientists found that while the slow peel technically uses less force, it activates your pain receptors for much longer. Would you rather get punched once really fast, or have someone slowly press their fist into your face for 30 seconds? When you rip it off fast, you're experiencing about 0.2 seconds of intense pain. But with the slow peel, you're feeling moderate pain for 5 to 10 seconds. Your brain processes these 2 types of pain differently. Quick pain triggers your body's natural painkillers more effectively than slow, drawn-out pain. With the slow peel, you're sitting there dreading each millisecond. Your anxiety is building up, your heart rate is increasing, and you're probably sweating more than the wound underneath. With the quick rip, 1 second you're anxious, the next it's over. Plus, that adhesive is designed to stick to your skin. The longer you take to remove it, the more time it has to really grip onto those tiny arm hairs. It's like giving the Band-Aid time to plan its revenge on your follicles. Just make sure you're not dealing with stitches or serious wounds. Number 6. Using conditioner as shaving cream. So you're standing there in the shower, razor in hand, and suddenly realize you're out of shaving cream. You spot that bottle of conditioner sitting there. Turns out conditioner is actually better for shaving than actual shaving cream. Conditioner is designed to soften and smooth hair. When you put it on your legs or face, it's doing the same thing, making those hairs soft and manageable, which means less tugging and pulling when you shave. Conditioner has way more moisturizing ingredients than your average shaving cream. While shaving cream is basically just soap with some fancy marketing, conditioner is packed with oils and emollients. These ingredients don't just help the razor glide, they're actually treating your skin while you shave. Shaving cream covers everything in thick white foam. That's not actually helping you see what you're doing. Conditioner goes on clear, so you can actually see where you're shaving. A can of shaving cream might last you a month and costs about $3. A bottle of conditioner costs maybe $6 but lasts 3 months even when you're using it for both hair and shaving. You're actually saving money. Dermatologists are actually starting to recommend this. They're seeing fewer cases of razor burn and irritation in patients who use conditioner instead of shaving cream. Number 5. Shaking a ketchup bottle violently. Heinz will tell you there's a proper way to get ketchup out of their bottles. They say you should gently tap the 57 on the neck of the bottle at a 45-degree angle. That's like trying to negotiate with a toddler during a tantrum. We all know what really works. You grab that bottle and shake it like it owes you money. It's basically bottle interrogation. You're not asking for ketchup anymore. You're demanding it. There's actually science behind why our violent method works better. Ketchup is what scientists call a non-Newtonian fluid. That's a fancy way of saying it acts like both a liquid and a solid. When it's sitting still, it gets thick and stubborn, like a teenager who doesn't want to get out of bed. But when you shake it, it gets thinner and starts flowing. It's like how your cat suddenly becomes cooperative when you shake the treat bag. Now, the gentle tapping method does work, eventually, but nobody has time for that when your fries are getting cold. It's like waiting for your grandma to send a text message. Sure, it'll happen, but your food will be fossilized by then. So we choose violence. We shake that bottle like we're mixing a margarita at the end of a really bad day. And it works. The ketchup surrenders every time. Number 4. Folding a pizza slice. You're holding a fresh slice of pizza, and it's flopping around like a wet newspaper. The toppings are sliding off faster than your ex leaving with half your stuff, and that hot grease is heading straight for your favorite shirt. Then you fold that pizza slice right down the middle. That floppy disaster transforms into a perfectly engineered food delivery system. This is called the New York fold, and it's basically turning your pizza slice into a tiny, edible bridge. When you fold the slice, you're creating what engineers call a curved beam structure. It's the same principle they use to make bridges and buildings stronger. Try to bend a flat piece of paper, and it flops over, but fold it into a U shape, and it can support its own weight. The fold creates a rigid channel that keeps your toppings from making a break for it. It also contains all that delicious but treacherous grease in a controlled river of flavor, instead of letting it drip all over you. This wrong way of eating pizza is so right that mathematicians actually studied it. Actual scientists spent time figuring out the perfect angle to fold your pizza. Some say 27 degrees is the optimal fold angle for maximum structural integrity. So when someone gives you side-eye for your technique, eating your pizza wrong, just tell them you're not folding it. You're applying advanced structural engineering principles to optimize your dining experience. You're not being weird. You're being a pizza scientist. Number 3. Shaking a printer toner cartridge. So your printer just told you it's out of toner. But you know that's a lie. Every printer user has discovered this ancient ritual, the sacred toner shake. You take out that cartridge, and despite what every warning label says, you shake it like you're mixing a cocktail. And it works. You get another 50 pages out of what was supposedly an empty cartridge. Toner is basically super fine powder that gets melted onto your paper. When the cartridge gets low, this powder starts clumping together like tiny black snowballs. These clumps get stuck in the corners and edges of the cartridge. The printer's sensors can't detect these clumps, so it thinks it's empty. But when you shake it, you break up those clumps and redistribute the toner. It's like finding an extra fry at the bottom of the McDonald's bag, except it's expensive printer dust. You're not supposed to shake toner cartridges. The manufacturers warn that it could damage the cartridge or cause it to leak, but by the time you're desperately shaking one, you're way past caring about warranty warnings. You just need to print that one last document before your deadline. Printer companies know this. They could easily design cartridges that use up every last bit of toner without needing the shake, but they don't, because that would likely make the cartridges more expensive. Number 2. Using a squeegee on carpets. Those rubber squeegees for cleaning windows and shower doors, they're actually amazing for cleaning carpets. You vacuum your carpet, then grab a squeegee and drag it across. You'll pull up enough pet hair to make a second pet. Your vacuum's been gaslighting you this whole time. The rubber edge of the squeegee creates static electricity as it moves across the carpet. This static charge pulls embedded hair and fibers up to the surface. That hair your vacuum couldn't get is trapped between the carpet fibers. Your vacuum tries to suck it straight up, which is like trying to pull a thread through a maze. The squeegee drags sideways, pulling all that trapped hair out like a comb through tangled hair. The first time you try this, you'll be amazed and disgusted at how much stuff comes up. The best part is a decent squeegee costs about $10. That's way cheaper than those fancy pet hair removal tools they try to sell you. Just don't use the same squeegee you use on your windows, unless you want your windows to look like they're growing fur. Number 1. Using duct tape for everything. You've got a broken chair, a leaky pipe, or a car bumper hanging by a thread? Duct tape. This silver miracle worker wasn't even meant for ducks. It was originally created for the military in World War II to keep ammunition cases dry, but somewhere along the line, humanity collectively decided this stuff fixes everything. NASA literally saved a moon mission with duct tape. During Apollo 17, one of the fenders on their lunar rover broke off. Without it, moon dust was spraying all over the astronauts. So these highly trained professionals with millions of dollars of equipment grabbed some duct tape and old maps. They made a new fender right there on the moon. Engineers have studied why duct tape works so well. It's got 3 layers: polyethylene coating on top, fabric mesh in the middle, and rubber-based adhesive on the bottom. Each layer fails in a different way. When one part starts giving up, the others pick up the slack. It's like having 3 different solutions in one roll. Mechanics started using it to patch up race cars during pit stops, because spending 20 seconds taping something beats spending 20 minutes properly fixing it, and some of these temporary fixes end up lasting longer than the original parts. I've seen duct tape holding car bumpers together for years, while properly repaired ones fall off after a few months. There's even a saying in engineering: if it moves and it shouldn't, use duct tape. If it doesn't move and it should, use WD-40. That's basically all of engineering school in one sentence. So next time someone tells you you're doing it wrong by using duct tape, just remind them that NASA used it on the moon. If it's good enough for lunar missions, it's good enough for your broken lawn chair. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.